Alright, basketball fans, the NBA playoffs are in full swing, and tonight's matchups are straight fire. Grab your snacks, find your lucky jersey, and settle in, because we've got two monster showdowns on the schedule. We've got the Indiana Pacers looking to close out the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Denver Nuggets squaring off against the Oklahoma City Thunder in what's shaping up to be a pivotal game in their series. The vibes, immaculate. The stakes, absurdly high. Buckle up, folks, because this is what playoff basketball is all about. Whether you're a die-hard fan of one of these teams, or just here for the drama and maybe a little Donovan Mitchell hero ball, there's something for everyone tonight. Let's break it all down, highlight the biggest storylines, and of course get your bold predictions for how this all plays out. Storyline 1. Can the Pacers eliminate the Cavaliers, or will Mitchell save Cleveland? Let's start in Cleveland, where the Cavaliers are staring down the barrel of elimination. The Indiana Pacers? Nobody saw them as a serious threat coming into the postseason, but here they are, toe-to-toe with one of the best defensive squads in the league. And now, they're just one win away from sending Cleveland home. Absurd, right? It's like Indiana came into these playoffs and said, underdog? Nah, we're the main event. The Cavs, led by Donovan Speeder Mitchell, feel like they're teetering on the edge of chaos. On paper, this team has everything: youth, talent, and a defensive identity that's supposed to make opponents miserable. But in this series, the Pacers are making them miserable. Tyrese Halliburton has been putting up ridiculous numbers, and Benedict Mathurin has leveled up right before our eyes. This isn't just some cute underdog run. Indiana is here to compete. All season long, the Cavaliers were touted as one of the East's true contenders. And to be fair, there were reasons to believe the hype. Donovan Mitchell's scoring? Elite. Their defensive rating? Top tier. But if they can't dig deep tonight, all that regular season dominance means nothing. Their season ends. Poof. Gone. No one's going to remember the Cavs as regular season warriors if they can't show out when it matters most. And speaking of Mitchell, this is his moment. We've seen Spider deliver masterpiece playoff performances in the past. Remember those epic duels against Jamal Murray in the bubble? The guy thrives in high-pressure situations. But so far in this series, we haven't seen that version of him consistently. He's had flashes, sure. But if the Cavs want to live to fight another day, Mitchell needs to go nuclear tonight. Like, 50 points and carry the team on your back territory. Anything less, and we could be pouring one out for Cleveland by the end of the night. On the flip side, here's the key question for Indiana fans. Can Halliburton and Mathurin keep up this level of play under the bright lights? Halliburton has been phenomenal in these playoffs. We're talking shot creation, playmaking, clutch buckets, you name it. He's controlling the pace and making Cleveland's vaunted defense look, well, not all that vaunted. Add Mathurin and Miles Turner stepping up as complementary pieces. Yeah, Cleveland's got a problem. If Indiana pulls this off, it'll send shockwaves through the league. Will they? Or does Mitchell have one of those legend-building nights in him? That's the drama we're all here for. Storyline 2. Will the Nuggets or Thunder take control of their series? Over in the West, it's time for the Denver Nuggets and Oklahoma City Thunder to settle what's been a back-and-forth, scrappy, nobody-blink kind of series. Both teams have already traded blows, and now they're looking to seize control with a pivotal win tonight. The Nuggets are trying to live up to their reputation as the defending champs. Nikola Jokic? Still playing like an alien who decided basketball would be his hobby. The Nuggets are deep, disciplined, and capable of turning any tiny mistake into 2 points. But despite all their firepower, the Thunder are not backing down. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is proving that he's not just a regular all-star, he's a superstar. If you didn't know that already, well, consider this series your wake-up call. Denver's problem? Their role players have been inconsistent. Jamal "Bubble" Murray hasn't quite returned to full form, and while Michael Porter Jr. is hitting tough shots, he's also been a bit streaky. Aaron Gordon's defense and hustle have been solid, but this isn't the lockdown Denver team we saw dominate last year's playoffs. If they don't tighten up defensively, SGA and Josh Giddey are going to have a field day. And listen, can we talk about Oklahoma City's vibes for a second? This team is fun. They weren't even supposed to be here yet. The narrative around them this season was about growth and development. Yet here they are, playing with a swagger that screams, why not us? Shai is the headliner, but Giddey's playmaking has been excellent, and Jalen Williams looks like a seasoned vet instead of a second-year guy. When OKC's young core is rolling, they look like the future of the Western Conference. If they somehow knock off the Nuggets, the future might arrive a little sooner than expected. Now, if you're Denver, here's the deal. You have arguably the best player in the world in Jokic. Use him, period. The Nuggets spent the entire season as the favorites in the West, and it's time to play like it. That means hitting outside shots to give Jokic space to operate, but more importantly, It means doing the dirty work on defense. OKC is talented, but they're young, and young teams make mistakes when you turn up the pressure. Denver has to capitalize on that if they want to avoid falling into a tough spot late in this series. Who pulls ahead tonight? It could depend on who can set the tone early. Will Jokic dominate like we all know he can? Or will SGA and the rest of OKC's fearless crew keep writing their Cinderella story? Okay, so those two games are the main event, but the playoffs are absolutely stacked right now with storylines. Here are a few quick hitters to round out the buzz. Jimmy Butler's playoff takeover. Because of course, it's the playoffs. And what would the playoffs be without an absurd Jimmy Butler performance that makes everyone lose their minds? The man becomes unguardable in April and May, like it's some sort of seasonal transformation. The Miami Heat are pushing yet another contender to the brink, and they have Jimmy to thank for it. Is anyone surprised? Rookie impact. How about Victor Wembanyama? The Spurs didn't make the postseason, but wow, was this guy already causing a buzz, even in his first playoff-adjacent regular season. We're all just waiting for this kid to make the leap next year. And in the actual playoffs, rookies like Grady Dick, yes, you read that right, have been putting in some serious minutes for contenders. The future of the league feels bright everywhere you look. Defensive masterclass from Giannis. Can we give some love to the Greek freak? The Bucks are in their own war with the Sixers right now, and while Joel Embiid is throwing haymakers offensively, Giannis is out here shutting people down on one end and dunking everything on the other. Classic Giannis. Surprise standout shooters. Every postseason, there's that one random guy who can't stop hitting threes. Who is it this year? It feels like Desmond Bane is becoming that dude. He's draining everything he looks at, and it's making life way harder for teams trying to deal with Memphis. There's just so much happening every single night, and honestly, it's what makes the NBA playoffs appointment viewing. If you're not obsessed by this point, are you even having fun? Engagement time. Your bold predictions? Alright, now comes my favorite part of the show. I want to hear from you. Which of these games are you most excited for tonight? Are you riding with the gutsy Pacers, or banking on Spider pulling Cleveland back from the brink? And what about out west? Is Jokic keeping the Nuggets ship steady, or are Shea and the Thunder about to shock the world? Drop your boldest predictions in the comments. I'm talking wild, spicy takes. Think 60-point performances, late-game heroics, or quadruple doubles. Heck, predict who's dropping the first poster dunk of the night. Nothing is off limits. Oh, and before you go, don't forget to join me for my live watch-along stream tonight, where we'll react to everything in real time. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. And if you're more of a night owl, tune in right here on the channel for my post-game breakdown. We'll break down every key play, every big moment, and maybe even grade Donovan Mitchell's performance if Cleveland lives to see another day. Alright, hoop heads, that's a wrap. Tonight's basketball slate is an absolute must-watch, and I'll see you right back here afterward to break it all down. Until then, enjoy the action, stay hyped, and may all your teams go undefeated, unless they're playing mine.